Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Mind and Body Matters Understanding Mental Health Through a Biopsychosocial Lens. My name is Rachel, and thank you for joining me today. In this episode, we are going to talk about something that affects each of us every day, whether we realize it or not: our environment. As social workers, we often focus on helping individuals and families overcome challenges such as mental health concerns, financial struggles, or relationship issues. However, one factor that is just as important is the environment where people live, work, and spend their time. Our surroundings influence our physical health, emotional well being, and even the opportunities available to us. This connection between people and their environment is the foundation of eco social work, an emerging area of social work that recognizes how environmental conditions contribute to health and social outcomes. Today, I will focus on my own community of Taylor, Michigan, and discuss how environmental factors influence both biology and behavior. I'll also explain why environmental justice is an important part of social work practice and how social workers can advocate for healthier, more equitable communities. When most people think about their health, they usually think about eating healthy, exercising, or going to the doctor. While those things are certainly important, our health is also influenced by the world around us. The air we breathe, the food we eat, our housing, transportation, neighborhood safety, and access to parks or healthcare all play a role in determining our overall well being. Human biology teaches us that the body is constantly responding to environmental conditions. According to Mader and Windelspecht, the human body works continuously to maintain homeostasis or internal balance. When environmental conditions are healthy, the body can function efficiently. However, when people are exposed to chronic stress, pollution, unhealthy food choices, or unsafe living conditions, maintaining that balance becomes much more difficult. This is especially important because environmental stressors don't only affect physical health, they also affect mental health. Living in an environment with constant stress can contribute to anxiety, depression, high blood pressure, and other chronic illnesses. These factors are often outside of an individual's control, making it important for social workers to understand the broader context of a client's life. Taylor is a suburban community located in Wayne County, just southwest of Detroit. While it offers many conveniences, it also faces several environmental challenges that can influence the health of residents. One environmental issue that has recently affected Taylor is the decline in air quality caused by smoke drifting south from the Canadian wildfires. During the week I recorded this podcast, Michigan experienced statewide air quality alerts because fine particulate matter from the wildfire smoke reached unhealthy levels in many communities, including Wayne County. State officials advised residents, especially children, older adults, and individuals with asthma, heart disease, or other respiratory conditions, to limit outdoor activities and stay indoors when possible. This is a great example of how environmental conditions can directly affect human biology. According to Mader and Windelspecht, the respiratory system is responsible for delivering oxygen to the body while removing carbon dioxide. When smoke particles are inhaled, they can irritate the lungs, trigger asthma attacks, worsen chronic respiratory diseases, and place additional stress on the cardiovascular system. Recent public health guidance also notes that wildfire smoke can affect healthy individuals by causing coughing, sore throats, headaches, eye irritation, and reduced lung function, while people with underlying health conditions are at even greater risk. Beyond the physical effects, poor air quality can also influence mental and emotional well being. Families may have to cancel outdoor activities, children may be unable to play outside, and older adults may feel isolated if they're advised to remain indoors. These disruptions can increase stress, anxiety, and feelings of isolation, particularly for individuals who already experience health challenges or limited social support. As future social workers, situations like this remind us that environmental problems can quickly become social problems. During events such as wildfire smoke advisories, social workers may help educate clients about available resources, encourage individuals to monitor local air quality alerts, and connect vulnerable populations with community services that help keep them safe during environmental emergencies. Another environmental factor affecting Taylor residents is access to healthy food. Like many communities, Taylor has numerous fast food restaurants and convenience stores. While grocery stores are available, healthier foods are often more expensive than highly processed foods. For families already struggling financially, choosing less expensive meals may seem like the only realistic option. Unfortunately, poor nutrition affects much more than body weight. According to Mader and Windelspecht, the nutrients we consume directly influence how our organs function, how effectively our immune system responds to illness, and how much energy our bodies have throughout the day. Diets high in processed food and low in fruits and vegetables increase the risk of obesity, diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. Poor nutrition can also influence mental health. Individuals who experience food insecurity often report higher levels of stress and anxiety because they worry about consistently providing meals for themselves and their families. This illustrates an important concept in social work. Sometimes what appears to be an individual problem is actually influenced by environmental conditions. A person's health choices are often shaped by what resources are available, affordable, and accessible within their community. Another important environmental feature is access to parks, walking trails, and recreational spaces. Fortunately, Taylor has several parks and community recreation areas that encourage physical activity. Green spaces provide opportunities for walking, exercising, and spending time outdoors and connecting with others in the community. While these opportunities may seem simple, they have meaningful effects on both physical and mental health. Regular physical activity supports cardiovascular health, strengthens muscle and bones, reduces stress hormones, and improves mood. Spending time outdoors has also been associated with lower stress levels and improved emotional well being. However, not everyone has access to these benefits. Individuals with limited transportation, physical disabilities, demanding work schedules, or financial challenges may find it difficult to take advantage of recreational opportunities. This reminds us that health is influenced not only by personal choices, but also by environmental accessibility. Environmental justice is the idea that everyone deserves equal protection from the environmental hazards and equal access to healthy environments, regardless of where they live, their income, race, or background. In other words, no community should experience greater health risks simply because of where its residents live or because they have fewer resources. Unfortunately, that is not always the case. Communities with lower incomes and historically marginalized populations are often located closer to industrial facilities, busy highways, or other sources of pollution. These neighborhoods may also have fewer parks, less access to healthy food, and limited healthcare services. As a result, residents may experience higher rates of asthma, heart disease, obesity, and other chronic health conditions. As future social workers, it's important for us to recognize that health disparities are often influenced by environmental conditions, not simply individual choices. Understanding this broader perspective helps us better advocate for clients and communities. Although Taylor is a suburban community with many strengths, it also experiences environmental challenges that affect residents' health and quality of life. For example, Taylor's location near Detroit Metropolitan Airport, major highways, and industrial areas means that some residents may be exposed to higher levels of traffic related air pollution and noise. While these environmental factors affect many people, they often have the greatest impact on individuals who already face financial hardship, chronic illnesses, or limited access to healthcare. The recent Canadian wildfire smoke also demonstrates that environmental hazards do not always originate within a community. Even though the fires occurred hundreds of miles away, communities like Taylor still experience unhealthy air quality. This illustrates why environmental justice requires collaboration among local, state, and national organizations to protect vulnerable populations and ensure communities have access to timely health information and resources. Another concern is access to affordable, nutritious food. While grocery stores are available throughout Taylor, healthier foods are often more expensive than processed or fast food options. Families experiencing financial stress may find it difficult to consistently purchase fresh fruits, vegetables, and lean proteins, even when they understand the importance of healthy eating. These examples demonstrate that environmental justice is not simply about protecting natural resources, it's also about ensuring that all individuals have a fair opportunity to live healthy lives. Many people think of social workers as professionals who only provide counseling or connect clients with resources. While those responsibilities are certainly important, social workers